We often see our relationships as just another part of our daily routines, rarely stopping to think about their true impact on our well-being. But the quality of our relationships might be the most important factor in living a happy and fulfilled life. Today, we're going to talk about understanding toxic relationships, which isn't just about spotting bad influences, but also about making choices that protect our mental peace and well-being. In this discussion, we'll explore 11 clear signs that it might be time to cut all contact with someone. These signs are about more than avoiding negativity. They're about making decisions that honor your self-respect and emotional health. Whether you're looking to build healthier relationships or find the courage to make tough decisions, this analysis will give you tools and perspectives to improve your approach to connections with others. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches us the importance of inner strength and resilience. It emphasizes living a virtuous life and prioritizing our mental tranquility. By applying Stoic principles, we can recognize when relationships are detrimental to our well-being and find the strength to distance ourselves from them, fostering a life filled with peace and fulfillment. So, make sure to subscribe and stay with us until the end as we embark on this journey together, learning how to protect our most precious asset, our peace of mind. Number 1. Consistent lack of respect. One of the most telling signs that it might be time to cut all contact with someone is a consistent lack of respect. Respect is the foundation of any healthy relationship, whether it's with a friend, family member, or partner. When respect is missing, it affects our self-esteem, emotional health, and overall well-being. A consistent lack of respect can manifest in various ways. For instance, if the person frequently dismisses your opinions, feelings, or achievements, it shows a clear lack of respect. They might belittle your thoughts, interrupt you constantly, or make you feel like your contributions don't matter. Constructive feedback is normal, but if someone is constantly criticizing you in a harsh, unkind manner, it's a red flag. This kind of behavior erodes your self-worth and makes you doubt yourself. Respecting boundaries is crucial in any relationship. If someone continually ignores your boundaries, whether they are emotional, physical, or mental, it's a sign they don't respect you. This could be as simple as ignoring your need for personal space, or as serious as pushing you to do things you're uncomfortable with. A respectful person acknowledges your right to make your own choices. If someone constantly undermines your decisions or tries to control your actions, it indicates a lack of respect for your autonomy. Respect is crucial because it builds trust. Without respect, trust cannot thrive, and trust is essential for feeling safe and valued in a relationship. Respectful relationships allow for honest and open communication, where both parties feel heard and understood. When respect is present, individuals feel emotionally safe and supported, which is key to personal growth and happiness. Living with a consistent lack of respect can have profound negative effects on your mental and emotional health. Being disrespected regularly can make you question your worth and abilities, leading to low self-esteem. Constantly dealing with disrespectful behavior can cause significant stress and anxiety. The ongoing strain of a disrespectful relationship can leave you feeling emotionally drained and depleted. Recognizing a consistent lack of respect is the first step towards making a positive change. Communicate your boundaries clearly and assertively. Let the person know what behaviors are unacceptable. Talk to friends, family, or a therapist about your experiences. They can provide valuable perspective and support. If the disrespect continues despite your efforts to address it, it might be time to distance yourself or cut contact altogether. Prioritize your well-being and peace of mind. Number 2, negative effects on mental health. Another critical sign that it might be time to cut all contact with someone is if the relationship has negative effects on your mental health. Our mental well-being is deeply influenced by the people we interact with regularly. If someone consistently drains your energy, causes anxiety, or makes you feel depressed, it's essential to recognize these effects and take action to protect yourself. Negative effects on mental health can appear in various forms. You might notice an increase in anxiety or feelings of dread whenever you have to interact with this person. This could manifest as a constant sense of walking on eggshells, fearing their reactions or judgments. Similarly, persistent sadness or feelings of worthlessness after interactions can be a sign that this relationship is harmful. If someone's behavior makes you doubt your self-worth or leads to frequent emotional lows, it's a significant red flag. Moreover, a toxic relationship can exacerbate stress. Stress from dealing with constant negativity, criticism, or manipulation can take a toll on your mental health. Over time, this stress can manifest in physical symptoms such as headaches, fatigue, or sleep disturbances, further impacting your overall well-being. If you find yourself constantly worried about how to navigate interactions with this person, it's a clear indication that the relationship is not conducive to a healthy mental state. It's also important to consider the impact on your self-esteem. Regularly being belittled, criticized, or disrespected can chip away at your confidence and self-image. You might start internalizing negative comments and viewing yourself through a distorted lens, which can lead to long-term emotional harm. Protecting your mental health is paramount. If a relationship consistently brings negativity into your life and affects your mental well-being, it may be time to reassess its value. Take note of how you feel after interactions and whether these feelings align with the person you aspire to be. Talking to a therapist or trusted friend can provide clarity and support as you navigate these decisions. Ultimately, recognizing the negative effects on your mental health is a crucial step towards prioritizing your well-being. By setting boundaries or choosing to cut contact, you're taking a proactive approach to protect your mental and emotional health, paving the way for healthier and more fulfilling relationships in the future. Number 3. Misaligned values. Misaligned values are a significant indicator that it might be time to reconsider or cut off a relationship. When your core beliefs and principles don't align with someone else's, it can lead to continuous friction, misunderstandings, and emotional strain. In the context of Stoic philosophy, the importance of values is underscored by Marcus Aurelius, who emphasized living in accordance with nature and reason. Values are the fundamental beliefs that guide our actions and decisions. When you and another person hold drastically different values, it can be like trying to navigate with two conflicting maps. For example, if you value honesty and transparency, but the other person consistently engages in deceit or manipulation, the relationship will inevitably suffer. This misalignment can lead to a breakdown in trust and respect, which are essential components of any healthy relationship. Consider a situation where you prioritize family and loyalty, but the other person values independence and self-interest to the point of neglecting close relationships. This disparity can cause constant tension and a sense of betrayal. Similarly, if you value ambition and hard work, but the other person prioritizes leisure and avoids responsibility, it can be difficult to find common ground and mutual support. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, often reflected on the importance of aligning one's actions with inner principles. He believed that living virtuously according to one's values was key to a fulfilling life. When your values are at odds with someone else's, it becomes challenging to maintain this alignment. The constant compromise and conflict can pull you away from living a life true to your principles. The impact of misaligned values can be profound. It can lead to feelings of frustration, resentment, and even a sense of betrayal. When your core values are not respected or shared, it creates a barrier to deep connection and mutual understanding. Over time, this can erode the foundation of the relationship, making it increasingly difficult to sustain. Addressing misaligned values requires honest self-reflection and communication. It's important to clearly identify your own values and understand why they are important to you. Engage in open discussions with the other person to explore whether there is room for compromise or a deeper understanding. However, if the values gap is too wide and leads to ongoing conflict and dissatisfaction, it may be necessary to consider distancing yourself from the relationship. In the end, maintaining relationships that align with your core values is essential for your well-being and personal growth. As Marcus Aurelius advised, focus on living in harmony with your principles and let go of relationships that hinder your ability to do so. By prioritizing relationships that support your values, you create a more harmonious and fulfilling life. Number 4, feeling constantly drained. It is a clear sign that a relationship may be negatively affecting your well-being. This exhaustion can manifest physically, emotionally, and mentally, making it difficult to maintain a positive outlook and enjoy life. When a relationship leaves you perpetually exhausted, it's crucial to examine why this is happening and consider whether it's time to cut ties. Constant emotional drain often stems from interactions that are one-sided or consistently negative. For instance, if the person in question is always taking without giving, expecting support without offering any in return, or frequently bringing negativity into your life, it can leave you feeling depleted. This could be a friend who continually vents about their problems but never listens to yours, or a partner who demands constant attention and reassurance without reciprocating. In a healthy relationship, both parties should feel energized and uplifted after spending time together. When you leave interactions feeling drained, it indicates an imbalance. This imbalance can lead to burnout, where the cumulative effect of these interactions leaves you feeling overwhelmed and incapable of coping with additional stressors. Physically, constant emotional drain can manifest as fatigue, headaches, or other stress-related symptoms. Emotionally, you might feel irritable, anxious, or depressed. Mentally, you may find it hard to focus or make decisions. Over time, this persistent state of exhaustion can take a significant toll on your overall health and happiness. Consider the wisdom of Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, who emphasized the importance of preserving one's energy and focusing on what truly matters. Seneca advised that we should be mindful of our associations and protect ourselves from those who drain our vitality. In relationships, this means recognizing when someone's presence consistently leaves us feeling worse, not better. Feeling constantly drained in a relationship can also hinder your personal growth. Instead of pursuing your goals and passions, you may find yourself constantly dealing with the fallout from these draining interactions. This can stifle your potential and leave you feeling stuck and unfulfilled. To address this, it's important to first acknowledge the problem. Pay attention to how you feel after interacting with this person. Are you consistently tired, stressed, or upset? If so, it's time to have an honest conversation about how their behavior is affecting you. Setting boundaries is essential. Communicate your needs clearly and assertively. If the other person is unwilling or unable to change, it may be necessary to distance yourself or cut ties altogether. Your well-being should always be a priority, and sometimes that means letting go of relationships that are harmful. By doing so, you create space for healthier, more supportive connections that contribute positively to your life. Ultimately, protecting your energy and mental health is crucial. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, and be willing to walk away from those who drain your spirit. As Seneca would advise, focus on nurturing relationships that enhance your life, allowing you to thrive and pursue your true potential. Number 5, manipulation. Manipulation in a relationship is a serious red flag and can have far-reaching effects on your mental and emotional well-being. When someone uses manipulation, they exploit others to achieve their own goals, often at the expense of your feelings, needs, and autonomy. This behavior is toxic and can subtly erode your self-esteem and sense of self-worth over time. Manipulative behavior can take many forms. One common tactic is emotional manipulation, where the manipulator uses guilt, fear, or obligation to control you. For example, They might guilt trip you into doing something you're uncomfortable with by making you feel responsible for their happiness or well-being. Statements like, "If you really loved me, you would," or "I can't believe you would hurt me like this," are typical manipulative phrases designed to make you question your actions and decisions. Another form is gaslighting, where the manipulator makes you doubt your own perceptions and reality. They might deny things they've said or done, twist the truth, or accuse you of being overly sensitive or irrational. Over time, this can lead you to doubt your memory and judgment, making you increasingly dependent on the manipulator's version of reality. Manipulators also often use flattery and charm to get what they want, creating a facade of kindness and generosity to mask their true intentions. They may shower you with praise and gifts when they need something from you, but become distant or critical when you don't comply with their wishes. This inconsistency can leave you confused and constantly striving for their approval. Financial manipulation is another tactic where the person controls or restricts your access to money to make you dependent on them. This can involve withholding money, limiting your ability to work, or closely monitoring and criticizing your spending. Such control undermines your independence and can trap you in an unhealthy relationship. In any form, manipulation is about power and control. The manipulator seeks to dominate the relationship and ensure their needs are always prioritized over yours. This imbalance can lead to significant emotional distress, including anxiety, depression, and a pervasive sense of powerlessness. Reflecting on the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher who emphasized the importance of understanding and mastering one's own mind, we can see how recognizing and resisting manipulation is crucial for maintaining personal integrity and autonomy. Marcus Aurelius advised against allowing external forces to disturb our inner peace and judgment, a principle that applies directly to dealing with manipulative individuals. To protect yourself from manipulation, it's essential to trust your instincts and set firm boundaries. Pay attention to how the person's actions make you feel. If you often feel confused, guilty, or compelled to act against your better judgment, these are signs of manipulative behavior. Communicate your boundaries clearly and assertively, and don't hesitate to seek support from trusted friends, family, or a therapist. If the manipulation continues despite your efforts to address it, it may be necessary to distance yourself or cut contact altogether. Your mental and emotional health are paramount, and no relationship is worth sacrificing your well-being. By freeing yourself from manipulative influences, you can regain control over your life and make space for healthier, more respectful relationships. Ultimately, recognizing and addressing manipulation is about reclaiming your power and ensuring that your relationships are based on mutual respect and genuine care. Surround yourself with people who uplift and support you, and be vigilant against those who seek to manipulate and control. Number 6, lack of trust. A lack of trust in a relationship is a major red flag that can signal it's time to cut ties. Trust is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship, whether it's with a partner, friend, or family member. Without trust, relationships become fraught with suspicion, doubt, and insecurity, undermining your mental and emotional well-being. When trust is absent, it can manifest in several ways. You might find yourself constantly questioning the other person's actions or words, always feeling the need to verify what they say. This could be due to past instances of dishonesty or broken promises that have left you wary and uncertain. For example, if someone has lied to you or kept important secrets, it can be challenging to believe them, even when they're being truthful. A lack of trust also leads to a breakdown in communication. In a trusting relationship, you feel safe to express your thoughts and feelings openly. However, without trust, you might hold back fearing judgment or retaliation. This creates a barrier preventing genuine connection and understanding. Moreover, living with a constant lack of trust is exhausting. It keeps you on edge, always waiting for the next betrayal or disappointment. This perpetual state of anxiety and vigilance takes a toll on your mental health, leading to stress and emotional fatigue. It's difficult to relax or enjoy the relationship when you're always second-guessing the other person's intentions. Trust issues can also make you feel isolated. If you can't rely on someone close to you, it can lead to feelings of loneliness and detachment. This isolation can exacerbate any existing emotional struggles, making it even harder to maintain a healthy perspective. From the perspective of Stoic philosophy, Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of surrounding ourselves with virtuous and trustworthy people. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate relationships that support our peace of mind and align with our values. If someone consistently breaches your trust, they are not contributing to a life of virtue and tranquility. Ultimately, recognizing a lack of trust as a critical issue is essential. Trust is not something that can be easily repaired once broken. If efforts to rebuild trust fail and the relationship continues to cause you distress, it might be time to consider cutting contact. Prioritizing your well-being and mental health is crucial. And sometimes that means letting go of relationships that no longer serve you positively. By doing so, you make space for healthier, more supportive connections in your life. Number 7, abuse of any kind. Abuse can take many forms, including physical, emotional, verbal, and psychological, and each form is deeply damaging to your well-being and sense of self. Physical abuse is often the most recognizable. It involves any form of violence such as hitting, slapping, or any physical harm. This type of abuse leaves visible scars and injuries, but the emotional trauma it inflicts can be even more profound and long-lasting. Living in fear of physical harm is an intolerable situation that no one should endure. Emotional abuse, though less visible, is equally harmful. This includes behaviors like constant criticism, humiliation, manipulation, and gaslighting, where the abuser makes you question your reality and sanity. Emotional abuse systematically erodes your self-esteem, leaving you feeling worthless and powerless. For example, an emotionally abusive person might belittle your achievements or mock your feelings, making you doubt your capabilities and self-worth. Verbal abuse involves using words to control, intimidate, or demean you. This can include yelling, insults, threats, and harsh language designed to hurt and dominate. Over time, verbal abuse can lead to a loss of confidence and self-respect as the constant barrage of negativity takes its toll on your mental health. Psychological abuse is more insidious, often involving tactics that manipulate your mind and emotions. This could be through isolation, where the abuser cuts you off from friends and family, or through controlling behaviors where they dictate what you can and cannot do. Psychological abuse aims to make you dependent on the abuser, stripping away your autonomy and sense of self. In the context of Stoic philosophy, Epictetus taught the importance of recognizing what is within our control and what is not. While we cannot control the actions of others, we can control our response to them. Allowing abuse to continue is not a path to peace or virtue. Instead, Stoicism encourages us to protect our inner tranquility and well-being by removing ourselves from harmful situations and people. Abuse of any kind is a violation of your fundamental rights and dignity. It creates an environment of fear, uncertainty, and pain that is detrimental to your physical and mental health. Recognizing the signs of abuse and taking decisive action to cut ties with the abuser is a crucial step towards reclaiming your life and well-being. If you find yourself in an abusive relationship, seek support from trusted friends, family, or professional resources. Remember, abuse is never your fault, and you deserve to live a life free from fear and harm. Taking the step to cut contact with an abuser is a powerful act of self-care and respect, paving the way for healing and healthier relationships in the future. Number 8, absence of growth or mutual support. A significant sign that it might be time to cut all contact with someone is the absence of growth or mutual support in the relationship. Healthy relationships thrive on the foundation of mutual growth and support, where both parties encourage and help each other to evolve and improve. In a stagnant relationship, you might feel like you're stuck in a loop, repeating the same patterns without any progress or positive change. This could manifest in several ways. Perhaps your goals and aspirations are not taken seriously, or the other person shows little interest in your personal development. For instance, if you're trying to advance in your career, pursue a hobby, or improve your health, but the other person dismisses or belittles these efforts, it's a clear sign of a lack of support. Moreover, mutual support involves being there for each other during challenging times. If you find that the other person is absent or unresponsive when you need emotional or practical support, it creates an imbalance. This lack of reciprocity can lead to feelings of loneliness and frustration, as you might feel you're giving more than you're receiving. Relationships should also foster personal growth. If the dynamic keeps you from reaching your full potential or stifles your creativity and ambitions, it becomes detrimental. For example, if your attempts to learn new skills or pursue higher education are met with discouragement or outright opposition, it can significantly hinder your personal development. The absence of growth and mutual support can be emotionally draining and stifling. It can lead to a sense of dissatisfaction and unfulfillment, as your needs and aspirations are not being nurtured. In the context of Stoic philosophy, Epictetus emphasized the importance of surrounding oneself with individuals who contribute positively to one's life and personal growth. He advised choosing companions who uplift and inspire, rather than those who hinder progress and drain energy. Recognizing the absence of growth or mutual support in a relationship is crucial for your well-being. It's a clear signal to reassess the value of that connection, and if necessary, make the difficult decision to cut ties for the sake of your personal growth and happiness. Number 9. Persistent selfish behavior. In any healthy relationship, a balance of give and take is crucial. However, when one person consistently prioritizes their own needs and desires at the expense of the other, it creates a toxic dynamic. Persistent selfish behavior can manifest in various ways. For instance, the person might habitually disregard your feelings, ignore your needs, and make decisions that benefit only themselves. They might expect you to always accommodate their schedule, preferences, and demands without showing any willingness to reciprocate. This behavior can leave you feeling unappreciated, used, and emotionally drained. In relationships marked by persistent selfishness, you might find that your contributions and sacrifices are taken for granted. Whether it's in the form of time, effort, or emotional support, your giving nature is not acknowledged or valued. This one-sidedness can erode your self-esteem and lead to resentment. A consistently selfish individual often lacks empathy, making it challenging to have a meaningful and supportive connection. They might manipulate situations to their advantage, showing little regard for how their actions impact you. This lack of mutual respect and consideration is detrimental to your well-being and the overall health of the relationship. Engaging with someone who displays persistent selfish behavior can hinder your personal growth and happiness. It's essential to recognize these patterns and understand that you deserve relationships where your needs are met and your well-being is prioritized. Addressing this issue might involve setting clear boundaries or having candid conversations about your feelings. However, if the selfish behavior continues despite your efforts to resolve it, it may be necessary to distance yourself or cut contact to protect your emotional health and find more balanced, fulfilling relationships. Number 10. Destructive communication. Healthy communication is the cornerstone of any meaningful relationship, but when interactions become consistently harmful, it's a clear indication that the relationship may be detrimental to your well-being. Destructive communication can take many forms. It might involve constant criticism, where the person demeans or belittles you regularly, This type of communication can severely impact your self-esteem and create a toxic environment. Sarcasm and passive-aggressive remarks are also common, making it difficult to have honest and constructive conversations. Another form of destructive communication is yelling or aggressive behavior during disagreements. Instead of resolving conflicts calmly and respectfully, the person might resort to shouting, insults, or threats. This not only fails to address the underlying issues, but also creates a hostile atmosphere that can be emotionally damaging. Stonewalling, or the refusal to engage in meaningful dialogue, is another destructive pattern. When someone ignores your attempts to communicate, it leaves you feeling unheard and invalidated. This behavior can lead to feelings of frustration and helplessness, as your concerns are consistently dismissed. Gaslighting is a particularly insidious form of destructive communication. This involves manipulating you into doubting your perceptions or reality, often making you feel confused and insecure. Over time, gaslighting can erode your confidence and sense of self, making it challenging to trust your judgment. Destructive communication undermines the trust and respect necessary for a healthy relationship. It creates an environment where fear and anxiety replace openness and support. If attempts to improve communication are met with resistance or the destructive patterns persist, it might be necessary to consider distancing yourself or cutting contact altogether. Protecting your emotional health and fostering relationships where positive, respectful communication is the norm should be a priority. Number 11. Disregard for personal needs. One of the clear signs that it might be time to cut contact with someone is their consistent disregard for your personal needs. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect and consideration, where each person's needs and well-being are valued. When someone consistently disregards your needs, it indicates a lack of empathy and respect. This disregard can manifest in various ways. For instance, if someone regularly dismisses or trivializes your feelings, it shows they don't value your emotional well-being. They might tell you that you're overreacting or that your feelings are not important. Additionally, a relationship should be a source of support. If the person never offers help or comfort when you need it, or if they expect you to always be there for them without reciprocating, it's a sign of imbalance. Personal needs also include having time and space for yourself. If someone constantly intrudes on your personal time or ignores your need for space, they are disregarding your personal boundaries. Respecting personal needs is crucial for maintaining a healthy relationship. It ensures that you feel valued, as knowing that your needs are important to someone reinforces your sense of self-worth. It also fosters balance and reciprocity, as relationships thrive on give and take, where both parties should feel supported and respected. Moreover, feeling understood and valued contributes to emotional well-being and reduces stress. Living with someone who disregards your personal needs can lead to emotional exhaustion, as constantly having to fight for your needs to be recognized can be draining. It can also result in low self-esteem, as feeling that your needs don't matter can negatively impact your self-worth. Over time, the lack of reciprocity and respect can breed resentment and further harm the relationship. Recognizing and addressing this issue is crucial for your mental and emotional health. In conclusion, recognizing these signs is crucial for maintaining your mental and emotional well-being. From consistent lack of respect and negative effects on your mental health to manipulation and disregard for personal needs, these signs highlight the importance of surrounding yourself with supportive and respectful individuals. It's not just about avoiding negativity, but about actively choosing relationships that nurture your growth and peace of mind. If you found this discussion helpful, please subscribe to our channel for more insights on building healthier relationships. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with others who might benefit from this wisdom. Your support helps us reach more people who need to hear this message. Thank you for watching.